don't let your kids listen, for God's sake, because it's, hey man, nice shirt. Woo, fuck, Logan's here, Nick's here. Oh, I can't tell you how excited I am just to be right here with Nick Delicati right now. Bruh.
We're back. Dude, it's been so goddamn long. We're back. They don't know it was long, but it's been long. I feel like I'm in a strip club right now. I am wearing gray sweatpants. I'm doing it. I did it.
Dude, I feel like this is the first time that you've ever worn sweatpants on the show. And I have actual pants. I have jeans on right now, which is definitely a different thing for me.
You get married and now you got to try to impress?
Now I got pants on. This, you know what? I thought of you when I saw this beer in the grocer, because I needed a different beer. We're going with the big tall bottle, and it's
wow. Let's be homies.
Let's be homies. A little hazy IPA from our friends at actually a collaboration from our friends at Stone and Deschutes Brewing.
Yep.
Brewery. I actually have had this before. It's really good. But we had to do the bottle. I don't know why we had to do the bottle. I just felt like the bottle was a good idea. So we're fucking let's be homies, bruh.
Let's be homies. I love, dude. I recently, well, first, ginger ale, we'll mark that. I recently started washing my ass crack with my hand, and
recently,
yeah, like I scrub now. So major problem.
Why is that? Why?
Because here's what's happening. I am noticing clumps in my crack hair.
Oh,
and
I
it's
thought
toilet paper, but it doesn't just come out. I have to rip my ass hair out every shower now.
Oh, the old dingleberries, dude. That's.
But it's tangled. It's like I'm pulling it out, and it's like pulling my. Wow.
It's all intertwined and like collected together and just commingled with the rainforest like shit you got going on down there, which. Yeah. I'm thankful that I don't have the full rainforest. I get the little dingleberries, but they come out pretty easily. And I'm also a little bit shocked that you're just now washing your so I feel like that's years of dingleberry buildup.
Well, yeah, the first time I did it was rough. It was a long time of getting them out. Now it's coming back every time. And I mean, I've done the normal, what everybody does. I let the water just run down through the crack.
Sure.
You know, off the shoulders. You don't wash your feet. You just let the water hit it.
Right. Like a man.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm trying this. I think I'm going back though. I think I'm going to go back to
not washing.
Washing, sure. I'm not going to get the hand in there anymore. Just
it's starting to feel too good too. You ever slip a pinky in by accident?
No, I'm not an insertion guy. No insertion. Maybe around the edge,
just
like
around.
A button.
Sure.
Like a little, yeah, sure, like an elevator button.
Yeah. Just kind of go.
Yeah. Ginger ales. Those soda or no? Because I just had one for the first time. I could have 15 of those bitches, and I don't like soda.
Too sugary for me.
I don't think it's got sugar in it.
Yeah. I don't
ginger
know.
Ale. The Schweppes.
I'm not a doctor.
You know a Schweppes?
Yeah, Schweppes.
You know what the Schweppes?
They make the tonics,
Schweppes,
and the club sodas, and the things that you mix with the vodkas.
Right, the Schweppes.
Yeah,
Schweppes. Yeah, Schweppes. I don't know.
How many fucking times are you gonna say that? You want to say it like 3 or 4 more times just to get it out there, so people, they're not even a fucking sponsor. Why?
It's a good name, honestly. Not a good last name. Now somebody's last name.
Now I feel like you're pronouncing it wrong. Are you pronouncing it correctly?
Schweppes. I think so.
You've said it so many times now that it's starting to sound weird.
Anything that you say repeatedly is just horrible. Say like bubble. Say bubble.
Bubble. Yeah. No, I've done that before. It starts getting weird. And you're like, is that really how you pronounce it?
My feet are so fucking sweating. My feet are so sweaty. Holy shit, dude. So sweaty. I've rookie mistake.
Right.
Wife's car just broke down. Go off to the rescue. So I just slipped my slippers on, no socks. Now I got sweaty as fuck feet. You can never wear slippers without socks.
Yeah.
Terrible.
it's an interesting balance. I love going sockless, but the
Ugh,
risk that you run is the sweat and then the odor that can subsequently
I feel like I
follow,
got it
which
already. Mm.
yeah, and then it wafts up and you're like, oh fuck was that?
What's your
What
big
the
toe situation looking like?
it's still hairy as fuck, dude. I could braid that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, it's
Dude, I
so
feel I get like the
dark.
Rapunzel of fucking toe hair, dude. I mean, I could literally. I'm on the second floor right now. I feel like I could toss that shit out the window and help save like a kid.
No, fuck the kids, dude. I've had such a week. Fuck the kids. Let them fucking drown in that well. Um, no,
Kid,
do you get them on all your toes or just the big?
I feel
I'm
like it's
just
just the
big,
big.
just the big.
I feel like the next toe, which I don't know if that's the middle toe or it's like
The
there's the
long,
big toe and then the long one, right? I
yeah,
feel like he gets like one or two, but it's not like the full forest that
no,
like the big toe gets. Big toe gets
yeah.
just full, like just like my chin. It looks like my chin, not like your chin where it's
Wow.
like sparse and few and far between, like mine where it actually looks like hair.
All I want is to connect. I just want to stop at the Billy Goat look, and I just want to connect. So it goes
Dude,
big toe, long toe, middle toe, ring toe, pinky toe.
dude, I feel like yeah, I think that's correct. But I feel like if you grew this out, dude, and start just wearing like a gi everywhere,
A
dude,
what
you like like martial arts jackets, they're called gis, right?
are they?
Yeah. So yeah. So if you just did that, you would look like a sensei master. You could pull off that look. Just but that has to be long. Like you have to let the chin grow like down to your nipples
I actually
and
just
then you can
trimmed
just
it.
brush
So
it. You can brush it away. You can just,
yeah, yeah. Okay, we could all picture exactly what you just explained because we
yeah.
all have seen like a cartoon, like or even like a movie where they just put like those long
Yeah.
straggly hairs on like an Asian dude.
Yeah, but no, you
Here,
straighten them and you put a lot of conditioner in them so they're super soft and you can like this and toss them over your shoulder like a superhero's cape. You just and just get it going.
I I feel like I could fit that part. So that's a very well done. I think you really you narrowed me down pretty good. I think I could fit that look. However, I
Mm,
think we talked about also that
you're not
whenever I
Asian?
go,
Oh,
oh, dude, I will tell. Oof, had some. So I so I we've talked about how whenever I like am drunk at a bar and somebody wants to fight, I tell him I
you just go
before
into
we
the crane?
no, I just go.
Mm.
Yeah, no. I don't know if we could say that.
Eh,
I just all I say we could fight, but I have to warn you. I'm legally obligated to warn you first.
no.
It's just I'm not a martial artist. I can't afford martial art classes. It's the cheaper alternative. It's like putting up a like beware of dog sign and just not getting a dog. It's cheaper. This house is protected by whatever alarm system you want.
Yeah,
You
do
even
you
got
ever
an alarm.
steal like the ADT signs or
Yeah, I did
ADP
once.
and like fucking stick them
Yeah,
in your yard? And
yeah, yeah.
like everybody's done that as a kid.
Mm.
You're just like, oh, now we're protected. That's right.
There was a state, I don't know which state, probably Florida. I think it was Florida, where so many people were getting like gun signs, like beware, like owner has gun or whatever, right?
Sure.
To protect, like, to intimidate. There
Right.
was like an elderly couple that had it, and somebody broke in and just killed them and then stole the shit. And they didn't even have a gun.
Oh,
They
well,
just were like the robber, the intruder thought they would be armed, so he just went in and killed both
wow.
of them and then got it.
Yeah,
So
that's why I don't have a like a sign out there that says, "Hey, there, be careful." Just I hope you can run faster than I can reload, or whatever dumbass statement they
yeah,
fucking say.
they're always so
They're always
corny.
so dumb.
Yeah, or like the
Hey,
smile you're on camera. Oh, go please.
can we talk about my most favorite pieces of shit organization in the entire world?
Oh, can I take a guess? Can I take
Yeah,
a
yeah,
guess?
please, please.
PETA.
Yeah, yes. Oh
The
my god, it's
bullpen, the fucking bullpen.
the
What is that?
fucking bullpen. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Are you fucking kidding me right now? You know what it's from, right? It's from Bull Durham tobacco, I believe. There used to be this big picture of a bull and it would cast shadows on where pitchers would warm up. So they called it the bullpen because it was this big fucking cardboard, probably not cardboard, like sign that's shaped like a bull, and that's it. And you know, people back then in the like the 20s, they just had all these catchy like, hey, oh, he's in the bullpen, yeah. You know, they had that kind of like
Yeah.
sing songy, hey, you know, just trying to have fun and have a good time. And then PETA steps in and goes, "That's offensive to cows." Yeah. Do you have conversations with cows, you cunts? No, you don't. You don't even know what a cow thinks. You know what a cow thinks? Cow thinks this grass tastes like grass. That's what a fucking cow thinks.
What we're stretching. Everybody's on the same page that we're stretching here, right?
Fuck.
I
We
think
need it.
PETA just was like, "Oh, don't forget about us.
Oh
We're
god,
still here in the corner."
that's
That's what
right
I think.
because everybody else is losing their fucking mind over nothing, and that's been like PETA's game forever. And PETA's just like, well, hey, we originated that, you know, just losing your mind for no fucking reason. We find everything offensive, and now you guys are like jumping on our bandwagon. No. We need to have a campaign. Let's talk about baseball.
They needed something. They didn't know what to do. They were
And
tapped
Charlie's
out
over
of
in the
ideas.
corner going, "What the fuck is baseball?" And
My dad never tossed that.
like Sarah's like, "Oh, you don't know what baseball is? Oh my god!" And Charlie's like, "Yeah, no, dude, I don't know what baseball is. I just know that, you know, I like to eat like plant roots, like dirt. I eat dirt." Yeah, that's my life is miserable. And Sarah's over there going, "Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but baseball is super offensive."
They needed something. They were stretching. They
Oh yeah.
they they went through every sport. My thought, they went through almost every sport. Football. What is football? Anything to do with animals? No.
Oh my god, football would have been an easy one. The pigskin. That's what they used to fucking call a foot. The actual football was
Oh
called a
yeah.
fucking pigskin.
Yeah, but I feel like nobody really calls it that anymore. Hockey.
It
What
slips in there every once in a while. Hockey doesn't have shit because I
shit?
mean it's
Toughest
everything's
men.
frozen. There's no animals in ice.
Hardly any.
Unless you're gonna offend some polar bears because you're skating on their fucking turf, right? I
Believe me,
mean,
those guys have enough to worry about. They're not doing so good.
no, they're not. They're not. Yeah. Oh, also, fun fact of the day. Don't know if you know this or not, but polar bear liver is highly toxic to humans. So if you're ever in a survival situation and you have to kill a polar bear for meat, and you're like, "Oh, I like liver. Let me eat." No, it'll kill you. So don't eat polar bear liver. Science.
I've known that you could go to like the butcher and get like, I'll take a liver or
Yeah,
whatever, right?
yeah. Like foie gras.
And just clicking to me that is actually probably the liver. Like they probably that's probably what that is. It's not like a term for a meat. I just thought it was a meat product.
It. Fuck.
I mean, what I'm saying
Hang
is
on,
what I'm
hang
trying
on,
to get
hang on,
at.
hang on, hang on.
No, I'm trying to
So
get at that I could figure
you're in downtown New York. You're like, "Oh hey, I think the wife would like some nice meat. Let me go to the local butcher shop and see what they have." Ah.
she wouldn't be with me if I sounded like that. I do not sound like that.
Your
B,
internal monologue sounds like that.
she would leave me again if I ever brought home liver. She's
Fair.
never had liverwurst.
Okay, that's fine. But has she had like pate or something delicious or like foie? Like
Okay,
foie is so good. Oh my god, it's
Logan,
so good.
we're gonna repeat those two things that you just mentioned: foie
Yeah,
and pate.
yeah.
I could guarantee you, neither of us know, meaning me and my fiance, have any idea what the fuck that is.
Mm.
Also, that sounds like it comes with a price tag. Okay, we we have this thing
Eh.
where we don't do that stuff. So it's an agreement. It's just an agreement that we've always had. Pretty much nonverbal. At this point, it's either, hey, pork chops again, or do you want to go for the steak? And it's
Okay,
pork chops again.
so the pate's not super expensive. So I don't think that it's like some bougie expensive fucking thing. I actually can make it and it's really good. It's like cognac and cream and liver and some other stuff. And you let it kind of like come together, put some onion in there and you make it nice. And then you put it like on a cracker. That's really all it is. Foie, yeah, foie is going to be a little bit more expensive. I think we talked about this.
We did talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
foie
It's
a couple of weeks
engorged
ago.
goose liver, and it's really good. and you can make a butter out of it and put it on toast, and it's nice. It's not yeah, it's not flies, but like pate, no, it's not super expensive. It's like you can get a little nice little thing of it for like $5.99.
Speaking of coming and coming together,
Mm.
dude, how was your wedding?
Oh my
Dude, you're
God.
married.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Holy
fuck yeah.
hell. I'm I'm gonna miss the times that you called her future wifey. Now
Mhm.
it's just wifey.
Now it's just straight up wifey, the
Do we have to?
missus.
Could we go back? Like, could we say if you
No,
for
we're not
all
going back in
time
time.
sake? Uh,
It was absolutely amazing. Obviously, a lot of friends and family were there, and we called you and gave you a bunch of shit for not being there. So
there was
shout
a
out to
lot of people that I didn't know personally that FaceTimed me
yeah.
and shit on me for a good portion of the night.
which was fun. The entire evening day went on without a hitch. I think
Awesome.
the only thing is I'm not gonna say names because of how many people listen to the podcast that were at the wedding, not to mention how many people listen to the podcast. But there was one individual that lived up to her namesake that we're 99% sure threw up on the dance floor.
First one to FaceTime me. Got two first names, basically.
No.
You call her what's in your name in your phone book.
Yeah. Fucking
Yeah.
Yep. So we're pretty sure that happened. That would,
It's not
but
as
again,
worse as I've done.
dude, and then we have a video that we can't necessarily release, but
You took your balls out. I heard about it.
no, the TikTok. You posted it on TikTok, or we
Oh.
posted it on TikTok. I get what you did. But that video of some friends just having a fucking good old time, dude. It was awesome. That video.
Didn't seem much sobriety from that video.
No. I'll send you. I don't think I've done it. I don't think I've sent you the full video of that. Have I?
No, you just sent me what was on.
I'm gonna send you the full video of that,
Oh, maybe you
and
have.
because I just clipped some stuff and then put that together. By the way, I don't know if I told you this or not, or if you looked, we got flagged by TikTok for copyright infringement
Yes,
for
again.
audio.
This is your audio.
It's fucking me.
Yeah.
How's that copyright infringement? I didn't fucking say, hey, these guys use my voice. No, that didn't happen. And I know that you weren't over there going, oh, hey guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but that's Logan's voice. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I did see that, and that's hysterical that we got flagged for your own voice.
Fucking audio.
I'm beginning to think TikTok is maybe has us in our own little folder and goes like double check their shit. Anytime that we have a question, let's double check their shit.
We just gotta double check and see, because those guys over there, they're a little shifty. Yeah. That sounds really close to Sir David Attenborough. We're gonna go ahead and flag that for copyright infringement. It's fucking no, it's not. It didn't even sound that close. I don't think.
It took me a couple times to realize it was you. I'll be honest. It definitely did. So much so where I texted you, said, how did you get that to line up so good?
Yeah.
You're like, I got lucky. And I said, man, that guy gets lucky all the time. He's always lucky. And then you're like, well, it was me. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to lie right now and say, I thought it was you. I had no fucking idea. Dude, are you shitting me? The guy's got good accents. So somebody threw up on the dance. Go.
Hang on. The best part is that I created that thing, and I walked downstairs and put it up on the TV and played it for my wife. And she goes, is that you? Like, she was confused.
You know what you got to do. You slip that voice in the bedroom. It's the whole different ball game.
No, well, then she thinks like she's fucking a senior citizen. I don't know that's a good idea.
However you want to take a different ball game, it's up to you. People always ask. They say, Nick. People ask me. I'm walking down the street. They stop. They say, Nick.
You get this all the time, right?
All the time. They say, Nick. how do you last so long in bed?
Mm,
And I
yeah.
say, come here, young grasshopper. Come here, fellow lad. All you got to do is close your eyes and picture whoever she's picturing. And I last so long. Wait for it. I don't come that quick when I think about men. So here's you get it now. Here we are. Okay. 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 Here we are.
Oh shit. you, you know your girl's sitting there thinking about Justin Timberlake and you're just like picturing his
Nope,
face.
because
Just
then
you're
even then
like,
I would
fuck.
nope, because even then I would come quick.
Okay, how about Sean Connery? She's just
Quicker.
uh, just all right. How about Zach Galifianakis?
Wouldn't stand a
Probably
chance.
slower because
Wouldn't
that's
stand a
it's just
chance. Are you shitting me?
too pump dump.
Mm. So
Oh
we have
my
somebody threw up
god.
on the dance floor. Was it noticed before somebody slipped in it? Because
No, it was, and it was immediately, and I didn't see it, I didn't witness it, but apparently there was just a big like water spot, like somebody spilled a drink, and but from what I understand from talking to some other people that were there, they're like, yeah, we just quickly poured some water on it and kind of got it out of the way. So I feel like
good
it
friends,
was,
honestly.
oh yeah, dude, it was good. It was, I'm telling you, man, it was absolutely amazing. We had oh fuck. So our friends, it was their house slash venue. So they host weddings at their they bought
So
this
cool.
house. Yeah. They have this whole big area kind of set up for all this. So they do weddings there. They haven't done it in a year, over a year now, because of the, you know, pandemic and all that shit. Um,
Yo, handy
so
pandy.
yeah, that whole fucking thing. So and they have goats, and they have donkeys, they got some fucking chickens. So I mean they've got all the stuff, right? So it's a really cool place. Um Good friends of ours. So they're like, hey, at 4:30, you have to be here. And we're like, okay. And you know, we got pictures and do all that shit. And but she, you know, they're saying you got to be here. We got a big surprise for you, all this fun stuff. And I'm like, all right. So it's a little after 4:30 and they're like, hey, you guys, we're like, okay, yeah, we're wrapping up pictures. So we walk up and we sit down and you know, the host, you know, his place, he kind of gives this nice little beautiful speech. And he says, I want everybody to close their eyes and just kind of imagine kind of some of the best possible scenario. And it's a beautiful life, right? All that fun stuff. So we close our eyes and we hear this bagpipe starting to play. And we had music, we had speakers set up all over the place. We're like, oh, you just press play on the playlist, because I gave him the playlist for the entire thing, right? I gave him the playlist for the like what music we were walking into, the reception music, then we had dance music, we had like the first dance, we had all, I mean, everything was all kind of planned out. So I'm like, oh, you just hit play on a playlist. And then we're facing down, kind of looking at everybody, and then everybody's looking back up at us, and there's this kind of like this big hill, and all of a sudden we start to hear some commotion, and we're like, what the fuck? And we turn around, and there's a fucking bagpipe
That's so
pipe
fucking dope.
piper, not just a bagpipe. It wasn't just a bagpipe. It was actually a guy playing it,
What do you
and
call
he
him?
a piper. I feel like we call him a piper.
We should call. I don't know, but it sounds right.
99% sure. So he starts walking down. It's fucking beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. So you know, he comes down, plays, and he goes, this is, you know, we got this guy, he's gonna sit here and he's gonna play for an hour for you guys. I'm like, this is fucking amazing, absolutely amazing. And then I had to give my speech after that. I'm like, how do I follow that up?
Wait, why did you give a speech?
You know, just thanking everybody for being
Oh,
there and doing, you know, obviously thanking Charlie and you know, Tina for hosting us and doing all the fun stuff. And the first thing I wanted to do was just burst into full Scottish accent and just
sure.
do the whole speech Scottish. But at that time, I'd had a couple beverages, so I didn't quite trust my Scottish accent. And the only thing that I could think of was How I Married an Axe Murderer. Have you
I
seen that
don't
movie?
never seen that
So
movie.
it's a Mike Myers movie. I want to
Uh,
say,
Mike
oh yeah,
Myers. Wait,
yes.
which Mike Myers? The one that's canceled now for being homophobic?
Oh, is he canceled now?
The killer, the Halloween killer,
Oh no, not that one.
the
Mike
actor
Myers, like from Saturday Night Live, from
Austin
Austin
Powers.
Powers.
Yeah,
So
okay.
before he did Austin Powers, he did this movie called So I Married an Axe Murderer, based in San Francisco. He plays obviously he plays like a character, and then that he plays his dad, which is kind of cool. And his dad is Scottish, and he's if it's not Scottish, it's crap. And he does this great, just dirty Scottish. And he's got this line. He goes, "Head, paper, now. Hey, look at the size of that boy's head. That's like an orange on a toothpick." I mean, it just is these great lines that come out of this movie. And when there's a wedding, because it's so sorry, or so I Married an Axe Murder. So there's a wedding and the dad's there, and there's a piper, and the piper like I don't know, runs out of air. We've got the piper down. There's a piper down. And it's just that's all I could think of. And they did a song, and it was like, "If you want my body and you think I'm sexy." Yeah, it was. Oh my god! And that's the only thing I could like. Those 3 or 4 things that I just said are the only things that I could think of. So I'm like, I'm just not gonna say anything. I did say, if it's not Scottish, it's crap, at the end
You
of my
said that.
speech.
Nice.
Yeah, because
And did people get it? Did people understand it?
I feel like a few did. I also feel like a few people didn't understand the music. So, you know, how after you say, I now pronounce you man and wife, you may kiss the bride. So we kiss, and then we have the exit music where we leave.
It's hot. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I played like the theme for Caddyshack, and I feel like a few people got it, but not
That's
everybody got it.
so good. That's genius. That's so good.
And I'd love to tell the story where it was like, yeah, I sat down, I talked to my wife, and I was like, hey, we have to, I mean, and gave all the explanations and the reasoning behind it and all that. But I was like, hey, babe, can I play this? And she's like, yeah, no, that sounds great. That's literally the conversation.
She is the fucking coolest person ever.
Oh my god, she's so dope.
She is so fucking cool. Dude, one of the
So hang on, before we move on
Okay.
to the next thing,
it's about weddings.
well, hang on, I know, but I want to say we
Go
missed
for it.
you and your future wife incredibly. You know, we totally wish you guys were there, but fully understand the reasoning behind it. So
I
we
appreciate it.
absolutely don't want you guys to feel bad or anything like that.
Good.
We've talked offline, and dude, we're gonna do some shit. We're gonna have some fun, and we'll talk here probably maybe later today about some things that are coming up that we want to fucking talk about.
Fucking A. Yeah,
Fucking
dude,
A.
I had major issues with FOMO, just
Oh, yeah.
knowing. I was just sitting there. I was like, this sucks. Like, this sucks. I needed to be there, but I appreciate it. Yeah, before I get all wealthy eyed, want to tell you how I
Oh.
fucked up somebody's wedding.
Hang on before you do. What, since you mentioned that, yeah, I cried like a little girl up on the fucking the altar stage, whatever it was.
I
for
see
sure.
you as a big crier. I do. I see you as a big, like, just, and you don't hide it. I think you cry. Like, it's okay. It's okay to cry a lot.
It's
but I
pretty
feel-
rare, but I knew this instance for sure was going to be.
I don't think I'm gonna cry. I don't think I'm gonna cry on my wedding.
I couldn't. I knew. As I was writing my vows, I knew that I couldn't. I wasn't going to make it through. I knew.
Oh, maybe that. I never even thought about vows.
Yeah, that's what. And obviously, I mean, I saw her, and I got a little. I mean, you get a little teary eyed when you see her walking, because you're like, "Fuck, that girl's so beautiful," and she's coming up here, and the girl, when the girls came down first, and to see both of them and how excited they were, and big hugs with them, and so yeah, I got a little teary there, but I saw her, got a little bit more, and then and then I was cool. And then it came to the vows time, and I'm like, nah, I'm not making it through this. There's no way I'm making it through it. And I didn't. But I mean,
Did you
I
put
own
any
it. It was fucking.
jokes in your vows? See, here's my thing: is how do you write without putting jokes in?
So
I
the
feel
one of my favorite parts of the whole thing was she did her vows first. So she got done and they were beautiful. And then, you know, it was my turn. And so I get the mic and everybody, it's quiet. So I mean, I turn and I'm like, dude, that was amazing. Throw your hands up, give some applause, give some recognition. That was awesome.
they didn't know what the fuck.
So,
Because sometimes weddings are awkward where you don't know
right?
when
I'm
to
like,
applaud.
dude, just come on, that was amazing. So you know, we got the so I kind of started it a little bit light. And yeah, no, I didn't really have any jokes throughout it. I think that the toughest part for me was, you know, talking about my mom and my dad and their relationship when they were together. That was the part that I knew was going to kind of trip me up, and it did. And you know, obviously, just I got my mom too. I mean, but she cried. You look at my mom weird, and she cries. So that wasn't going to be any exception there. But I knew that that was going to trip, and it did. But it was good. It was fucking awesome. And the kids got to say, so the kids got to write their own shit about like what this means for them.
Oh,
Uh,
love that.
oh my god! And Dorian has a story that he told that was absolutely. I mean, it was so fucking cool. It was the first time, one of the first times we met. He's all like, oh, he was all puffed up, and I'm like, who's this guy? And I remember him like, you know, walking in the garage, looking at him, and this I don't know, he was like 8 at the time. This little boy just trying to step up, and I'm like, dude, I am
For
like
his mama.
many feet bigger than you,
Stepping up for his mama. It's a good man.
right? And I
It's a good
appreciated
man.
it, but it was so cute and so adorable, and you know, he told the story well, and he did, and they all did a really good job. The little blonde girl, she got a little stage fright, but which was adorable.
So
And
cute.
my daughter, of course, she put a microphone in her hand and she's like,
Yeah.
this is mine. I own this bitch right now. Where you guys at? Huh? Where
Somebody
she's
talks
she's
in the
doing
back row. She's like,
she's
excuse
doing
me,
she's
this is
doing
my
crowd
time.
work. She's out there doing crowd work. She's like, hey, I know. Hey, nice hat. They make that for men. And, you know, I mean, it's just
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
just
oh,
working the crowd.
yeah.
All right. So how'd you almost fuck up, or did you fuck up a wedding?
Just a hiccup. A little hiccup. So
Just a stumble.
I we were at my cousin's wedding. Man, for this sake, I hope he does not listen to this.
Oh boy.
Because I think it's a big mystery still to this day, other than just my mother. I think my mother was the only one who knew. Um,
What? Wait, are you about to like open a cold case file right now and throw in some evidence or shine some different light on it?
I'm here to confess. I'm here to confess.
Oh
I do
no.
see what I do for this fucking podcast. I commit. I commit 100%.
Hey Trace, mark this
Uh,
time down just in case we have to edit later. We've never edited on the show, but Trace, just in case.
Trace, good to see you again. You may want to bleep this entire 6 minutes.
It just
Um,
that's all anybody hears for the next 6 minutes is
no, no, just quickly. There was the way this venue was set up where it was on the water, so you walk through into like the main doors to this room where like there was like the cocktail hour, okay?
oh yeah.
Just to the right were a set of doors, and that was for the dance floor and all that, and then just to the left was the tables and everything, right? In that middle section when there was a cocktail, everything was very open and airy. Okay.
Nice.
Um, so it was like one big room kind of subdivided by into three, whatever. People were all mingling throughout all three rooms. Bathrooms were downstairs. It's very clear. Bathrooms downstairs.
Right.
I think somebody forgot to tell me bathrooms were downstairs because I found a door in the cocktail hour room that was a bathroom. Sure, I went behind the food vendor guys, but there was a bathroom there. I don't think a crab cake really agreed with my belly. I'll tell you, because I had to shit. So I saw the bathroom and had to shit, and I did.
Why wouldn't you?
And then I clogged the toilet.
Oh no.
So much so that it overflowed
Oh fuck.
onto the floor. And that was not a solid movement. It wasn't a solid bowel movement by any means. So I did what I had to do because right outside this door, there are many people. There wasn't a separate hallway you go down for the bathroom. Now I understand why they put it downstairs because it's away from everybody. I
Yeah.
open up that door and there's everybody. So I snuck out. I just squeezed through the door and I closed it. And I didn't mention the fucking thing to anybody
Wait,
until it started to smell.
wait. Hold on. Hold on. Pause. Time out. Hang on.
Yeah.
You're saying that you painted the bowl and subsequently backed it up,
Yeah.
and then
It
there
went on the
was
floor.
it over
Flowed on.
it,
Yeah.
we had a Niagara Falls situation going on,
Sure.
and then we were just like fuck it and bailed.
I freaked out. Yeah. I did a couple laps in the bathroom and didn't know what to do. So I just slid out the door, and I think that's where my mother saw me, and she's like, "Wait, where did you just come out of?" And I was like, "Oh, there's a bathroom in there." And she goes, "Oh, yeah, no, they told everybody to use the bathroom downstairs." And I said, "Hoof. Yeah, I think there was a problem with that bathroom." And she goes, "Oh, really?" And I said, "Yeah, I think it's clogged. I know it's clogged. My dress shoes are a little wet." And so
Oh no.
so then we didn't I told my mom. I was like, "Mom, I gotta tell you something. I gotta hide anything from you, Mama Bear." I shit my brains out, clogged the toilet, now it's all over the floor. And she was mortified. And she goes, "Did you tell anybody?" I said, "Oh God, no. There's no way I will."
Oh.
And it was a unisex bathroom because it was just like a one bowl bathroom. And so I made my mother not say anything. And then the smell started to come, and we smelled it, and other people smelled it. And people were like, "Man, I think people are farting." And I said, "Man, I know somebody's got the, the old butt duck coming out because it's bad." I said, "I can't believe this." And I played along.
Spiders.
I played along until it was noticeable. It was noticeable around all three rooms. And I think a staff member went in and they had to clean everything up. And it got out that somebody clogged the toilet. And I was the lead detective on the case, and I said we should all figure this out. Who do you think it was? So there's a hiccup in the wedding there. It was a point of conversation for many, I guess. So yeah, that was me. If you're listening to this, that was me. Maybe I took the blame for somebody. Let's end it on maybe I took I want to recant my story.
Can we do?
It was me. It was totally me.
Yeah. All right. I don't know that we can. There's full recount. I don't know. I'm sure there's like some sort of editing out there that can make that sound. I mean, fuck, they can. What is that? A deep fake stuff that they do that makes people say different things that they definitely never ever said.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we're speaking of. Oh my God! Can I tell you that I'm having a pretty decent week, specifically when compared to Alec Baldwin? I'm having a fucking great week.
I know. If that prop master was a vasectomy doctor, man, he would have a refund coming his way because that was not shooting blanks.
Wow. Wow. I know we're joking about it, but holy fucking shit.
Are you saying that to me about what I just said, or are you saying just a situation?
Just a situation.
Oh, thank God, because I thought I said something wrong.
No. You said that. Yeah. No. We make jokes, and that's funny, and I thought that was great. And I laughed.
You didn't do any of that. You didn't laugh. You didn't acknowledge.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to let it just roll off that quickly. That was actually really well done and stated, and I apologize for not giving
just
it more.
Tell me why you're having a way better.
Dude, can you? So I know that I've been on sets that have, you know, weapons, right?
Yeah,
they're
they're fun,
very,
aren't they?
yes, but they're also very closely guarded. I mean,
Yes.
it's like, oh, cool. I remember it was like my first time. I'm like, oh, cool. And I walk over and I'm like, like reaching for one, and somebody goes, hey, 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 hey,
Yeah,
hey, hey,
you can't
hey,
touch. Can't touch.
what are you doing?
Prop master's right. The prop master is right there. They don't fuck around,
Oh,
even
they
with
don't
knives.
fuck
Even with
around
the
at all. He
knives.
stabbed me. He actually stabbed me because I was trying to reach for a gun. He stabbed me in the hand, and I have a scar. I have a scar to prove it. That's not from that at all. I'm
Nope.
making that up. But no, they're super, like, it's, here's the time which you can touch it, and it's very much well guarded. So the fact that this is and I've have almost no experience on major films like of this size, so I can't imagine what the fuck happened. I mean, it's just how the course of events that had to take place, and just I feel like it's the just negligence is unbelievable.
Was it a? It wasn't it just shrapnel, or was it a live round?
So I feel like I read something today where the one of the boom mic guys,
Yeah.
he looked down and he saw an exit wound. So that tells me that it was a live round. I've also seen some articles and some things like that where they were, playing, not playing, but going out and doing some range time with live ammunition, just, shooting guns down range, or, they had a little area set up where they could shoot, and, shooting cans, or, pumpkins, or whatever the fuck they were shooting. So, but still, I mean, it's frustrating a little bit, because I've been around guns for a long time. I have my cousin is an instructor, so you always check, always, anytime you handle a firearm, it's the first thing that you learn is you check. You got to see what you're dealing with. Is it clear? Are we good? Now, the understanding is that these are old fashioned, like time period, time correct, weapons or guns, but still, you still gotta open that thing up. You gotta take a look, and if there's ammunition in there, hey, take it out, take a look, see what you're dealing with. And if you're just rehearsing, I'd rehearse clear. I would definitely rehearse
Yeah,
clear.
maybe. Yeah.
And the other thing too, as again, someone that's been around guns for a long time, is if I'm in that situation, if I'm Alec Baldwin in that situation, I am check if I don't give a shit who says it's cold or whatever the case is. I am looking personally and checking to make sure that everything is good. If I see something in the chamber, specifically if it's a revolver, I'm pulling it out, because if I'm just rehearsing, I don't need anything in there.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I'm also going to say it's easy to get caught up in in the scene, in just the day's activity. Okay, we're rehearsing again. We got to rehearse that one more time. All right, here we go. Here's the live gun. Go. Like you hire these people that you imagine that you have a lot of trust in, especially with you're not dealing with a prop master that is putting out soda, fake soda cans.
Sure.
Even the sugar glass, the fake, movie glass, where you hit somebody in the head with the bottle and it disintegrates because it's
Right.
just sugar.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
By the way,
you're
those are cool, right? How cool are
yeah.
those things,
I've
right?
I've only I've never interacted with them on set. I've seen it interacted with on set. I've never had it. I've never broken one before.
So I was in a film, and the same film where I got to, deal with ammunition, and or not ammunition, but weapons, firearms, knives, all that fun stuff. And one of the actresses I was working with, she got to take a whole, um like, baking dish, like, the
Yeah.
big ass baking
Like the
dishes.
glass
Yeah,
bake.
yeah, yeah. She had
Yeah.
one of those, and she got to bust it over some chick's head, but it was, sugar. So it was just
Yeah.
but it looked so, and I'm there. I know how cool it looks on film, but being there, I'm like, oh, I'm like, oh, that's right. Oh my God. Oh, it was so fucking cool. And
I remember.
there were a lot of stunts in that film, and it was fun. I got bruised and I got beat up a little bit, but I gotta tell you, dude.
It's fucking
Oh my
awesome.
god, it's so much fun. I got to do the pull the sweater over the head and like wrap somebody around and like knee them in the chest, like move. Oh, dude, it was a lot of
That's
fun. A lot
I
of rehearsal and choreographing to get
yeah.
that done. I mean,
Yeah.
it's I want to say it's very similar to like dancing, right? Because you have to know timing, you
Definitely.
have to know steps, and you have to know where
Yep.
you're going to be, or you're going to catch an elbow to the chin, which I did because I forgot that I had to move back a half step.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan in Creed got like not he says he wasn't like knocked out, but he
Oh, I
got
mean, he got
dropped.
tagged.
Yeah, he got tagged a
Yeah,
bit.
I read that.
Um one of my scenes in Jonestown, this is what I was referring back to, like even when the prop masters deal with knives, because when you rehearse, you use rubber knives,
Yep.
like a replica. Then when you do the scene, it's a dull knife, right? A little spoiler for you guys. And I had the scene where there was a guy going to attempt to assassinate Jim Jones in Jonestown with a knife, and I tackled him and I prevented it from happening. And we're wrestling on the ground for the knife, and all the rehearsals was rubber knife, rubber knife. Then like they make the announcement, you know, live knife, like everything is,
Oh yeah.
announced. Everybody knows. So when they're announcing it, you're like, wow, these guys are on top of their shit. So like going back to the Alec Baldwin situation, I can understand where he wasn't checking it like you said you should, which, and you're not wrong by any means. You just, it seems so professional. He's got his crew, he's got, these prop masters that you put your trust into, especially with the guns. Um,
You know, it's interesting, and I feel like, and I don't mean to cut you off. I apologize, but I feel like if you're somebody like Alec Baldwin, who by the way is very anti-gun, right? So I'm sure he has zero experience on a firing range or firing actual, doing that. But obviously, in movies and things like that, he very much portrays some of those characters. But I feel like maybe that's the thing, right? Because I question. You look at somebody like Keanu Reeves and the John Wick series, right?
sure.
I feel like every time he is handed a firearm, he's checking it just because he has so much experience on ranges and firing live ammo, live ammunition, and doing all that stuff that I feel like it's almost an instinct. It's almost natural that you're like, okay, I got to check this, everything's good, and then okay, where do we sit with this? Revolvers obviously a different animal than say like a Glock or any of those semi-automatic handguns, because semi-automatics you have a magazine that you load and you have
Right.
to rack it before it is live. So that's the other thing too, is like these were revolvers. I don't know, I obviously we weren't there, but I feel like it's just a tragic accident that definitely could have been avoided, but it's also one of those ones that's so
Yeah.
fucking rare. They almost never happen because
Yeah.
of all of the precautions. I feel like, if you think about it, it's more dangerous for Alec or any of those other people that were there to drive to the set. It's more dangerous to do that, driving around town
Just
like, "Oh,
getting
hey,
there,
I'm
you're
gonna
saying?
go." Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's more
Yeah.
dangerous doing that than it is being on set.
Yeah. Yeah. Statistically, absolutely.
Statistically, I mean,
Yeah. Oh my God. By
a lot,
a huge margin.
right?
Didn't
Oh,
Bruce Lee's son got killed by a prop gun as well? That's how
yes.
Bruce Lee's son died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think Bruce Lee died by an accident like that too, or similar.
No, really?
Yeah, I feel like it
Father
was
son
father son,
Whitney,
pretty sure.
like
And
like
it's funny that
well,
Bruce Lee's, I think it was his daughter, or maybe it was Brandon Lee's daughter, or I don't know, one of the Lees. She spoke up after like 26 years. That's how long it's been. 26 years since somebody
since
got
this,
since somebody got hurt, or I'm sorry, died because of a gun related thing on set. a gun-related injury or misfire, whatever you want to call it. And I think Brandon Lee's was more shrapnel than anything else.
That's what I
Again,
heard as well. That's what I heard as well.
we don't have all the details on this one, but I feel like from what I read, there was an exit wound, and that's I don't think you can get exit wounds. I don't think you can get.
Well, how many shots?
It was just one. It was one and done.
But it hurt two. It killed one, hurt the producer. So that tells me there's an exit wound.
Maybe there was exit wound, shrapnel. Maybe I don't know. Again, we weren't there. Don't know the details and logistics of where people were standing and all that fun stuff. It's tragic. It sucks. It's a and the guy that the prop master too, didn't he got fired from like another production for lack of safety or some shit.
Really?
Yeah, this is not his first time that he's had an incident. There's another incident that he got fired from a set from.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's some sketchy shit there.
Wow. See, now that puts a different twist on it too.
That's just neglect on his side. I feel like if there are going to be charges filed, it's going to be with him just for neglect, really. Not doing your job.
No,
I mean, if you're not doing your job, if you're cutting corners, you're being lazy or whatever the case may be, and somebody dies because of it, that's fucking. And here's the thing too: is look,
people always keep it. What's with everybody asking if Alec Baldwin's going to get in trouble? Like, no, it's a movie set.
Yeah, I mean, granted, he should have checked, but however, you like you just said, you're putting your faith in people, professionals around you to keep everybody else to keep everybody safe, everyone.
Yeah.
But here's the thing too. Another thing I want to talk about is the fact that I mentioned it earlier. That there were people that were actually shooting. I mean, they're like, oh, they set up like a range and they're shooting cans or whatever they're doing with live ammunition.
Just to
probably just to shoot, right? I mean, that's if okay. Let's be real here. If I was on set and they had guns, I'd be like, hey, is there a place that we can go shoot these? Because I want to shoot them, right? I want to throw some lead downrange. I want to hit a target because I enjoy it. I do. It's
and I do as well. Yeah.
Right.
But
I feel like
after wrap,
you're correct, or breaks, right? I mean, and I feel like that's, at least from what I read, that's kind of what I heard what was going on, is that they were going out and shooting and doing this. I don't think that's appropriate on a movie set. If you want to do that, then you need to go do it in your own time, where I'm sure there's plenty of facilities around where you can go do that in a very, very, very controlled environment and keep it that way. Because what I've heard is that there were mixed live ammunition with there was live ammunition basically on set. And that is a like huge
no.
Yeah. So that's where it's like, okay, the guy, the prop master that was in charge of this, that's where I feel has some he's liable. I mean, he needs to be held accountable for not keeping it safe. I mean, that's not a safe.
I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb here where I'm saying other people are at fault as well, because if you're allowing there to be a shooting range and the mix of live and and live rounds, you can't be. That's a slippery slope.
Super slippery. Wow. That gets dicey, and that's where it gets really challenging. And we'll have to see with the good folks and the good law professionals over there in New Mexico, right? Yeah, it was New Mexico.
I think it was New Mexico. Yeah.
I have to say about all this, but I mean, I believe that Baldwin was an EP on that project too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
do they finish the movie?
That's a tough.
There's that old showbiz saying. You know what that is?
The show must go on.
You said it, not me.
I don't know. And morbidly, I would watch that movie.
A lot of people are going to watch that movie.
But because and it sucks, and fuck, dude, it's tragic that somebody lost their life over this. But the premise of the movie already sounds great. I mean, I love westerns,
I love
and
westerns
I
too.
just I love those dirty, just gritty westerns, right? And you got a guy like Baldwin. I mean, he's a great actor to begin with, and playing like a western character,
He
like
is a western character somehow. He just
fuck,
is. He just is.
dude.
A little
I'm
loony. A little loony.
just a cigar. Just you could just
Yeah.
yeah. I'm a fan. I hate to say it, but yeah, I would watch it, and and here's what I would hope is that proceeds from the movie would go to this person. And fuck, I should find her name because I feel bad not saying her name.
Trace, would you mind looking that up for us real quick? Throw it on the screen. You don't throw it on the screen, just look it up, Logan now. Yeah, they'll come out with some corny if she was here, she would want us to finish the film and like put it on like that, just
Right,
so.
right. And I do hope that proceeds.
There is going to be quite a settlement.
Oh, for sure. Oh God, yeah, for sure, for sure.
But they still got to pay all the other crew. You got a third PA that's like, listen, man, I'm just trying to get myself through college.
Yeah, Helena Hutchins. Sorry,
Yeah.
excuse me. Helena Hutchins, God, same age as me. That's fucking frightening.
Terrifying. And she has kids, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, husband, kids for sure. But I mean, just I would really hope that if they do finish the movie, which I think they will, they do finish it. They proceeds go to Helena Hutchins, her family, all that fun stuff, and really kind of throw the support out there. I know it was a tragic accident. Sounds like it. I feel like there's been some rumors and some bullshit on some of the social medias, and I don't fucking listen to any of that shit.
Oh,
They
these
can
fucking
eat a dick. I'm just yeah. But
it's
it's a bummer. So on that note, I think we should talk about the Hey Man Nice Shirt Human of the Week, because I have one, and I feel like it's been like 3 or 4 weeks since we've had a Hey Man Nice Shirt
maybe
Human of the Week. I have a doozy.
give it to me, baby.
All right.
What
So
the fuck?
what happened? Are you okay?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I didn't say that. See, that's the thing.
Give it to me, baby. Oh yeah. Sometimes
I slip up, but get it. All right, what do we got? Give it to me, because then I want to tell you about my Friday, my last Friday.
Okay. So driving. This is another driving incident, and this one really upset me. This one really got me kind of deep, to the point where I really wish I had like one of those push bumpers on my truck, because I 100% would have just pushed this individual not in their current position that they were in.
Listen, I know you still feel like you're living through the 70s, but you can't just do that anymore.
Yeah, I know there's everybody's got cameras on their phones and social medias and all this bullshit. So instead I took a shit on his hood of his car. So
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
You
So I'm
wish.
driving, and it's a 4-lane road, right? So 2 coming at me, 2 going down the hill, and we're coming up to a stoplight. The stoplight, there's an opportunity to turn left. So there's now 3 lanes. There's the left-hand turn lane, there's the lane that I'm in, and then there's the 2 lane, if you will, right? So it's the secondary lane. If you want to turn right, you can be there. So I come up to the stoplight, and there's one car in the left-hand turn lane, and then another car goes in the left-hand turn lane. The light is yellow and then turned red on the forward motion. So we start slowing down. There's one car that is stopped now at this red light, and then there's a car behind that car that all of a sudden was like, oh shit, I have to turn here. So has now positioned their car to make the
sideways.
turn. Basically sideways, because he can't get over into that lane because there's cars in that lane. Now, sometimes turn signals are like, hey, let's let the people that are turning their respective lefts, oncoming left, down or incoming left, let's let them make their turns left, right? This is not the case in this specific area, right? So guess what happens?
Wait, what? She.
No. Old man River and his fucking red Lexus is
Did
now
he have a hat?
blocked.
Did he have a hat?
Oh, for sure. 100%.
Old men always have hats when they're a bad
Yes.
driver.
Correct. He is now, so since the light turns green, but it's the light turning green to go forward, not to turn left. So now he is blocked the entire one lane because no one can go. Now people obviously on the right hand side are going. And it's that difficult thing of like, I have to try to merge and not piss off those people because this fuckface doesn't understand that he's blocking the entire world. And I am not directly behind him. There's one car in front of me, then me. So, and so what I do, because I'm nice, is I go out and put my big bitch out into traffic and slow traffic or stop traffic so the guy in front of me can go.
Front, yeah.
Right? Because I feel like that's a dick move. If you're the guy in the back and you just gun it to go around, you're an asshole. Because guess what? I want to get out too.
It's like when you open up when you're on the line for in the grocery store for a register, and then the next register over opens up, and they go, "I'll take the next," and then the guy that's last in line jumps over. No. You go in that order. You split as if it's a merge, a zipper.
Yeah, exactly. So now, oh my God. So light's still red to turn left. So I go out. I let the guy in front of me go because I feel like that's appropriate, right? Because I don't like being that guy getting fucked by the guy behind me. I meant to say it that way.
What the what? Throw that one more time at us. Let's see.
That's fine. So I let him go. And
this man does not like to get fucked by the man behind him. He is a power back and he will last. That's all right. You're the guy in the back. You're the guy in the back. I'll be honest, dude. I've thought about you being gay quite some time now. And you give. You don't take as much, but when
oh my God. Oh man. All right. So he goes, I go, and I get as close to this guy's car as I possibly can while still holding up traffic behind me, laying on my horn, roll with my window down. Every finger that I can have that's middle is out. It's just one because I'm laying on the horn as well. I'm trying to steer.
Sure. I crunch those numbers.
Yeah. And just at the top of my lungs, just yelling at this guy. I felt like a New Yorker at this point. I really
You sound like a New Yorker.
And
he's old. You're doing this to an old man.
And his wife was in the car too. And it was very colorful. But I'm telling you right now, if you put yourself in that position, you deserve everything coming at you.
Yeah, they think their shit don't stink.
Short of like homicide, you deserve everything that's coming at you. If I had the opportunity to take a shit in my hand and throw it at his car, I would have done so. That's how upset I was.
You know what's funny that you mentioned this because for 2 weeks now I keep
my hey man, nice shirt human of the week goes to the piece of shit in the fucking red Lexus that decided he couldn't go down and make a U-turn one light further. Yeah, and fucked up everybody else's day.
Everybody.
What a dick. And I was mad. For 45 seconds. Like I was pissed for 45 entire seconds. Wow. And then I forgot when I pulled in the Albertsons parking lot. I totally forgot about it. But those 45 seconds,
it's a big
fucking worst 45 seconds of my life.
Similar story, very quick before I tell you about my Friday. I was supposed to tell this story in the story podcast on our 1 year, and I just forgot.
God, that was a good podcast.
But if you're not sick about hearing about us driving yet, here's one more quick one. I was we have a lot of it was a 2-lane road. The right lane turns only to a turning lane. Traffic gets backed up for 3/4 of a mile, right? But there's always those people that drive all the way down on the left and try to scoot on in, right? So I am sitting there minding my own goddamn business. I am almost at the light to make it right on the fourth fucking cycle of the light. And this woman tries to cut right in front of me. Not up in my van. Not up in my van, I'll tell you. So I just didn't let her go. Nope. She would creep in, I'd creep up. She'd creep in, I'd creep up.
God, isn't that the
And
best?
I got past her and she rolled her window down. This cute little like Indian woman, like a young woman, a cute little Indian girl. I thought she was going to be so nice. She was not. Okay. But like we all just waited there for so fucking long. You don't get to do that.
Right.
There's rules. Life has rules.
Correct.
Like now you have to pass your exit and you turn, make the next left, right, fuck, whatever the fuck. There's rules. So I didn't let her do it. And she snuck in behind me and she rolled her window down, leant out her window, and started screaming, "You couldn't be nice. You couldn't be nice." So I just like looked through my mirror and I just wagged my finger. That's it. I just wagged my finger. And I said, "You can't do that." I swear to God, I just wagged my finger. I said, "You can't do that." Like I said, there's rules. I literally told her I was like, "There's rules." And she goes, "Well, you could have been nice." And she's screaming out of her window. I said, "Sorry, there's rules. You can't do that." And she goes, I'll pray for you. She starts yelling at me, putting her hands, "I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you." And I didn't like that. I don't know why I didn't like that. So I just turned around and I go, "Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to pray for me? Are you going to get the family together before dinner? And are you going to open up the New Testament? And are you going to pray for me? Is that what you're going to do?" And then I stopped talking. She stopped talking. We just stared at each other for a little bit. And that was it. We both just looked at each other after I said, "Are you going to open up the New Testament and just get the family together and pray?"
You gonna find a verse of the book of Psalms and find that makes sense, that's relevant to this situation? You gonna pray for me? Huh?
Yeah. And then we just looked at each other for like an uncomfortable amount of time, not saying anything. And we just stared. And then we kind of like did the head nod.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That was it.
I made my turn. She was right behind me. Then we hit another light where she was in the left lane. I was in the right lane. I looked at her to see if she'd look at me. She didn't look at me. And then that was it.
That was it.
Not any of it.
Yep.
So my Friday night.
So hang on real quick. I want to comment on that because I agree with you 1000% in that your poor planning doesn't require an emergency on my part.
Is it poor planning or is it you just being a dick?
It's poor planning. It's probably a combination of both, right? It's being a dick and poor planning. And yeah, I mean, I have fucking, I don't know, a list of stories that I probably could tell of situations like that. Semi trucks, just like, dude, I'm already ahead of you. Why are you accelerating? Like, this is how people merge. Do you not understand how people merge? I have to come in. I don't have any more road left. I am a car length ahead of you, and you decide that you're going to accelerate and try to cut me off. You're 53 feet plus your cab. You're what is that? 60? No, more than that. 72 feet. You're 72 feet, right? I'm a small car. I just don't know, a small car. I'm a pickup truck. I just need to get in front of you. And I was already in front of you. And now you're being a piece of shit and not letting me in. That's not how this works. Merging works like this. This is how
left, right.
See all those other cars that are not behind me that are giving you room, you fuck. Yeah. So I don't like people merging because I feel like most of them either one, don't plan correctly, or they're just dicks. And both of those scenarios, I'm out.
There's rules. There's rules.
There's fucking rules. Friday.
Friday, yeah. In case people are not annoyed enough about talking about us driving. Friday, I went to
Here's another episode of these motherfuckers talking about driving. Why are they always fucking on the road?
Because we're not rich enough to have drivers yet.
And where are they driving? Where are all these assholes just driving around, just being assholes?
I just live around a bunch of them.
I feel like that's how our fans talk. Maybe that's how Hector talks.
Who's Hector?
Oh, he's the one that was really upset that you weren't at the.
I know Hector. As soon as I said I know Hector, I really enjoyed it.
Oh no, fuck! You know what's really upsetting? Hector got iced. I iced Hector. I have a picture of him holding the Smirnoff Ice, and I tried to take the video, but it was like at, I don't know, 9:45 on my wedding night, and I was definitely not sober. So I failed at getting the video of me icing him, but he did get iced, and he's a huge fan of the show.
Dude,
Um,
I loved talking to him. That was great.
so you know what's really cool is that my wife has some cool friends, right? I mean, obviously we have the fuckins, and they're cool. I love them. They're amazing. They were extremely helpful throughout the wedding and the whole thing. And I mean, they're best friends. I mean, these women are best friends, which is amazing. Excuse me. Hector is uh Karen's. There's this whole thing and how this all works out. And one of these days I'll explain it to you. Hector, he's one of the legitimately coolest human beings on the earth. He's just a good person. And I'm so happy that I met my wife and has introduced me to these people, because I would have never met Hector. And he's just a really good dude. And he's fun. I like him. He's funny, and just a good human. And I appreciate good humans, as you know.
Yes. Fuck yes.
And shout out to Pete real quick. I love you, bro. I gotta say that. We'll
You gotta
talk
say it on the
offline,
air.
but
All right.
Pete, man, anything you need, anytime, anywhere, I got you.
Now I need to know this off the air. Also, power move icing people on your wedding night. What the fuck? I don't think you've read the handbook to weddings, but I'm glad you didn't.
It's no, I didn't. I don't think there is a handbook. If there is, I definitely didn't fucking read it. But I didn't have a groom's party or groomsmen or anything like that. It was my stepson and myself were up there on the stage. But I invited some really close friends that I've known throughout the years to just like, hey, why don't you guys come in early? Let's hang out, and we'll have a drink or two. You guys can get ready with me, and just kind of make it kind of that type of thing, right?
Sure.
And yeah, it was awesome. Number two was there, Pete was there, both of them got iced, and I had it thought out and set up, and it was I had cowboy boots, and I had one of them in the cowboy boot, and Pete got that one.
I
And
saw that video.
oh my god. And my stepson, he did a great job, because there was one in between two couch cushions, and I didn't coach him, I didn't tell him, I didn't talk to him about it at all, but he saw it back there and he kind of pulled it out, but not really a lot. And then number two sat down, and he sat down. I'm like, hey man, what's that behind you? And he looks back, he goes, fuck. And yeah, so he immediately got
Last time I got iced, I damn, I was at my buddy's house and I was taking a shit again. And I
Wait,
opened
wasn't it like, didn't I ice you, motherfucker? Like cross country?
Okay, the time before that, yes. The time before that I got iced. I was at my buddy's house. They were like saying goodbye to like their house, like they were all moving out of the house.
Yeah.
And I gotta go take a shit. And he had it in the fucking toilet. In the goddamn toilet. And I had to go fucking Friday night.
Oh, that's fucking great. That's a great tip. I'm gonna have to remember that one.
No, I had to drink it out of the goddamn toilet.
Well, you didn't drink it you pulled it out of the toilet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you opened it and then you drank it.
Okay.
You're supposed to drink.
Friday
on
night.
one knee, bitch.
Friday night was fun. We my cousin and I, he treated me to a New York Ranger game, and I'm a big hockey fan. So we did the damn thing. It was a lot of fun getting to a train to get to MSG, Madison Square Garden. We were on the train. We were strategic. He was like, trust me, I know where to sit on the train. I'm like, there are 18 cars on this train. We could go anywhere. What?
I'm that's my question. I think I'm speaking for everybody that's not from New York, is like, what the fuck? There's 18 cars on a train. what do you mean strategic? What strategy do you need to have to be?
Every other train car has a bathroom.
Okay.
We're boozing on the train. We want it to be by a bathroom because it's like
Why?
an hour and a half ride.
Okay. Why do you have to be by a bathroom?
Because some of us have urinary tracts that we pee out of. I don't know why I said it like that.
That's a weird thing to say. So
Um,
you're saying, oh, that's right, because you have a bladder the size of a hummingbird.
That's right. That's
Got
goddamn
it.
right.
So you put a lot of booze in you and you're like, oh my God, I have to
Oh,
pee.
a lot of
Oh,
booze. A lot of
no.
booze is correct. We were pounding some beers. We did these.
Yeah, no, I
What are
sent
they
you a text
called?
message and I didn't hear anything until like Thursday.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was. We tied it on. Whatever. We picked this car right because there's also bigger sides of the train and smaller sides of the car. We were like right by them. We were sitting next to a whole other fucking group of dudes that were all going to the game, and we started to bullshit with them. Blah blah blah. We all, in turn, we're like, man, I gotta go piss. But somebody didn't want to pay for the train. Some girl with the fucking electric scooter jumped on like 2 stops after us and walked right into the bathroom, closed the door because she doesn't want to pay for the train. It's like you go in there, like you go into the bathroom. It's like St. Patty's Day. People fucking pile into the bathrooms, the disgusting bathrooms. So the conductor that comes around to collect the tickets doesn't collect your ticket,
Got it.
which means you don't have a ticket. Train fares, god damn, I feel like Seinfeld. What's up with that? They're so expensive. That's not a good Seinfeld. Sorry, bud. And
Yeah,
so
he's an avid listener. Sorry, Jerry.
yeah, and we know you listen.
We know you
So
do. Oh my God. That was worse, I feel like.
that was so much worse. Holy hell. Now he's not a
Yeah, I
listener. This
don't.
guy's clocking out, but whatever. So we were friends with this group of like 6 dudes over to the left side. It was me and my cousin, and we were all drinking. Like at one point, I gave them a beer. Like I traded beers with them. Whatever. We're having a good time, right? And we all had to pee, but this fucking woman never came out of the goddamn bathroom. Nice. And it came to the point where I was decently drunk. We did those. The first couple of drinks we had were I forget what they're called. They're like mixed drinks in cans, like legitimate mixed drink. They're 14%. And then we had the Long Island iced teas.
Oh yeah, you had one of
I
those
had one of them on the
on the
fucking
show.
show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cutwater.
Cutwater. Good for you.
Yeah.
You fucking goddamn, you're so handsome. So
By the way, the Cutwater the Cutwater White Russians.
ew, God, white Russians are. Why do you want to have milk when you drink? I don't even have milk with my cereal. Anyway, we're not going to get into it.
Bitch,
So
I'm Russian. So anything Russian, it's like, yeah, that tastes like home. But it's you get it. I think
San
that's
Francisco.
I think that's what home. Seattle is actually where I was born, but that's a lot of Russians and doesn't matter. All right,
So here we go.
You're
So I
piss
was drunk enough,
and you have to piss.
and we all have to piss. Us, our
Everybody.
fellow dudes over on the other side.
Your fellows.
So I make a comment, not thinking of anything. I go, "Yeah, we all got to piss, but this broad won't get out of the bathroom." And
That's such a New York thing to say.
and I didn't understand that the volume at which I speak, people hear. So much so, the woman in the bathroom yelled back at me, and she goes, "Yeah, motherfucker, I'm sick, bitch. You want to come in here and see how sick I am? It stinks." And I said, "No, thank you." And then everybody started laughing. And I said, "I think she heard me." And they all looked at me and go, "Yeah, we all think she heard you." So I was like, and then that was the end. And then somebody else yelled at her, "Well, wipe it up and get out. We all got to pee." And she goes, "Fuck you, go to the other car." So we did. We all, when you go to, you've never been on, you never been on a train in your fucking life. So
Dude, we had fucking Bart, bro.
what? You have what?
We had, well, when I lived in NorCal, we have Bart.
What the? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bay Area Rapid Transit.
Yeah, it's all right. We have LIRR, Long Island Railroad.
Lurr.
So
you have lurr.
so whatever. We all like drunk as fuck, hopping
Brr.
from train to train, right? Which
Yeah.
like when you hop from car to car, you have to open the door, go
Yep.
out into the exposed part of the train, and then go in.
And then open another
So,
door, and then no,
yeah.
I've done it.
So we were all hopping back and forth, and she came out right in time for her stop. Of course, whatever. The girl wasn't. She just didn't want to pay. So then we get to MSG, and it was fucking incredible. We had awesome fucking seats where we're right behind the bench. And I say right behind, a couple rows up, but it was great fucking time, dude. We bought 4 beers, 2 each, $60.
I'm sorry, 60?
$60 for 4 beers.
What the fuck?
Yeah. But
they were tall cans though, right?
Yeah.
It was like tall cans of Coors Light that are 15 each.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Bud Light, that's exactly what they were.
Oh,
but we were like fucking drinking, and I was like, man, we all got to pee again. We'll go during intermission. That wasn't happening because everybody goes intermission.
Everybody goes at intermission.
And the line is incredibly long if you go through the entrance. I didn't realize that there was an exit. I walked in as if it was an entrance. Walked right up to a urinal. Right up. And I said, this is incredible. And I turned and I was like, guys, this is incredible. I can't believe nobody's here yet. And they all go, we're all here. Like, look at us. And I said, holy shit, I think I just cut all of you guys. Because I was so drunk. I was like, I think I just cut all you guys. And they go, yeah, you did. And I was like, well, can I finish? And they were like, we ain't going to stop you. And I said, all right, that's a good point. That's a good point. Shook it off, went back, told my cousin, you probably, because my cousin and I thought we had to save our seats. I don't know why we both didn't go up at the same time. They're just our seats. We paid for them. Actually, they're his season tickets. So I sent him, I said, hey, there's a key. You're going to want to go through the one that says exit. They're probably not going to stop you. By the third period, all the players on the ice multiplied by a few. I was sitting there with one eye closed and one eye open just to see one player, because if not, the guy with the puck was skating with the identical twin right behind him, skating with the puck. So I was sitting there and I was like, people aren't going to notice if I'm just sitting here with one eye closed. They noticed. They noticed so much so we're what?
Is this 2 guys, 1 puck?
This is
no, 2 guys, 2 pucks?
2 guys, 2 pucks. Then you'd pass to another 2 guys, and another 2 pucks. It was so wild. It was like the Rockettes. They were all in sync. So then I was like, nobody's going to notice.
Doing that together. They're so talented.
I was like, this is figure skating. This is incredible.
Hey guys, it's figure skating.
Stop that. So I was like, nobody's going to notice. They did. So much so where my cousin said, what are you doing? I said, oh, nothing. I'm just looking. And then he tapped the guys in front of us and goes, yo, look at this idiot. And I had to open up both my eyes. And I said, wow, there's 8 of you guys in these 4 seats. That's incredible. And then we lost phones and but it was a great time. We had a great time. I'm pretty sure they won, which was awesome.
Oh my God. That's amazing. Oh, so hang on. Speaking, you said you made out of all of that, by the way, that whole 7 minutes or so that you just went off on, which, by the way, one of my favorite stories that I think you've ever told me. Up there for sure. I love the train bit. But one of the things you said was, and then we lost phones.
Yeah.
My, at the time, future wife lost her phone Thursday before the wedding.
Dude, I talked to you the day before your wedding. I said, is everything going smooth? You go, yeah, the pies. You didn't think you wanted to mention your wife?
Oh, I'll tell you the pie story here in a second. So no, she lost her phone. So Thursday night, she got together with all the girls. They went out to a winery, had a great time, and had a bunch of fun. So it's all the boys. So 2 of my neighbors.
So you got married Saturday?
Yeah, we got married Saturday.
Right.
So I'm a weekend. So last Saturday.
Right.
So so they go out Thursday, and 2 of there's 2 couples that live on the street that we invited. We're really good friends with. They're amazing people. And so all the girls went out. So it was just us boys. So we ordered pizza for the kids. We're having a good time. And, there's a bunch of kids running around and we're drinking beers and having fun. And about 45 minutes, maybe an hour after they had left, I get oh no, my neighbor across the street gets a phone call from his wife saying, oh shit, the future Mrs. has lost her phone. And we believe it's in the Uber. Yeah. So we did a little digging. It didn't turn out to be that big of a thing, but it did fall out of her pocket in the Uber. The dude was fucking great. Went through the whole process. I'm sorry, it wasn't Uber, it was Lyft. Let me give credit where credit's due, because Lyft service was great. You go in, you fill out a thing, here's what's missing, blah blah blah. The guy I kept calling the phone. The guy finally picked up and we had a conversation, and he was like, hey man, I was at my mom's birthday was today. That they were my last drop off before I went to the party. He goes, do you mind if I drop it off tomorrow? I'm like, no, that's cool. That's absolutely cool. Dude was totally cool about it. Dropped it off. I said, I look like a fucking hero, which literally I didn't really do much of anything other than notify Lyft that, hey, the phone's missing. And yeah, saved the day. It was awesome. But the pies.
The pies.
Fuck, dude. So Julian Pie we decided we're gonna do pies for the wedding because again, it's our second time. We don't need a big fancy cake or all that fucking bullshit, because cakes are like $7,000 and we don't want to spend $7,000 on a fucking cake. So we're like, Julian Pie Company is here. They're relatively local. They make delicious fucking pies. Let's do pies. And it wasn't even my idea. It was my wife's idea. And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do that. I like pie. My mom likes pie. Everybody in my family likes pie. She goes, good, my family likes pie too. So we have a pie. Just everybody loves pie, right? Who doesn't like pie? You don't like pie?
I like pie.
I'm glad you weren't fucking there.
Stop it. You're being incredibly insensitive. No, I like pie. What kind of pie? Can I ask what kind of pie?
So we had apple. We had 2 apple pies. We had cherry. We had a blueberry crumble, and we had an apple boysenberry crumble.
What the fuck is a boysenberry? That sounds like a Boy Scout. That
my mom loves boysenberry. That's the only.
And I love your mom, reason. So we're good.
Yeah, you better watch what you say, boy. I will fly there tomorrow, and I will teabag you.
I will easily make one more comment about your mom to have your nuts in my face tomorrow. I meant still to hang out. I wouldn't have your. You see, I've been drinking.
So we had an issue with the place that gives all the tables, the rental place, right? Tables and chairs and all that shit.
Yeah.
They forgot some plates. So I'm like, cool, they're local. I'm gonna go pick them up. So I drive over there on Friday, pick up the plates that were missing.
When you say plates, do you physically mean the silverware, the plate, that physical act of a plate?
Yeah.
You don't mean the food?
No, like a plate.
We call that a plate.
No, not a plate of food, like the actual serving platter that is individually sized for every other human that's at this place. They have a little spherical thing that sits at their
So you're talking about the actual dishware.
Yeah, it's called a fucking plate.
Right, but when you say hey, you got to pay for your plate, right? You're not.
Yeah, no, that's
you guys
a
say
different
shit
thing.
like that. But you say shit like that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
So
I understand what you're saying, but this is the plates, like the actual dishware, but it wasn't a dish. It was recyclable. It was bamboo. It doesn't matter.
I wasn't sure if you had individually wrapped plates a couple days before you heat up quickly and then serve the guest.
No. We had a Mexican food truck that came out and did fresh pressed tortillas and cooked everything right there in front of.
Dude, I would have clogged your toilet so goddamn quick.
Best. It was so good.
You give me Mexican, I'm clogging your toilet on your dance floor.
Well, I'm glad. Now I'm glad you weren't.
Stop saying you're glad I wasn't there, because you're not being nice. That's what it is. You're not being friendly. You're not being civil.
I don't want you to throw up out of your mouth on our dance floor.
I wouldn't do that. I would go to the bathroom like an adult.
Okay. Well, the
But
bathrooms are kind of far. They were down by the goats. Anyway, I digress. So I had to go get these plates while I am at the place, the rental place that has these plates. I decide, hey, I should check on my pie delivery because I know I have it delivered to the venue. It's going to be delivered today. I need to check it out and see, just make sure everything's okay. So I get on the email. I press the link for the FedEx, and it goes canceled. I'm like, well, that's okay.
this is
So I
like the
go,
sisterhood of traveling pants.
what?
It's just the reference.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The sister. It's a movie.
I know it's a movie. What? How does this?
I digress. Keep going.
Jesus Christ. It's like saying, oh, it's like Shawshank Redemption. I
This
get it.
has
I get it.
nothing to do with Shawshank Redemption.
How does this have
Your
anything
story
to do with
now? You're
Sister
being
Traveling
incompetent.
Pants?
Now you're being incompetent.
Yeah, probably because I've never seen that movie of Sisterhood of Traveling Pants, and it's embarrassing for me that you've seen it.
I have not seen it.
Oh my god! Then what the fuck are you talking about?
Can you please continue your story?
Jesus Christ. So I'm like, okay. So I sent an email. I'm like, hey, I just was checking on the shipping. It looks like it's been canceled. Can you provide an update? And I hit send. And then the guy's coming out with the plates. And I'm kind of like, a lot of things going on. So I grab the plates. I walk out to my truck. I'm like, you know what? I should call because this is kind of important, right? I mean, it's, yeah, one of the biggest days of my life. You know, I'm getting married, and yeah, we wanted to go off without a hitch. So I call and I'm like, hey, is Teresa there? And I get the, oh no, she's off for the next couple days. Is there something I can help you with? And I'm like, oh my God, I hope so.
Be honest, was this the only time you actually wanted to talk to somebody named Teresa?
No,
Typically pretty rough.
I went to high school with a girl named Teresa. She's nice. It was her birthday today, I think, or maybe yesterday. I don't know. I wish her a happy birthday because that's apparently what the only thing that I do on Facebook is anytime I have friends that have birthdays, I'm like, hey, happy birthday.
Yeah. Or what are they changing it to Meta or something like
Meta.
that?
Yeah, it's Meta.
Dude,
And
that is
that video?
terrifying. Oh my God. With Zuckerberg, with Marky Zuck.
Dude.
Marky Zuck. Oh, dude. Terrifying.
Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. God damn, their stock went up. Anyway.
What? Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
I'll tell you in a minute. You didn't see this? I'll tell you in a minute. All right. So I call and I'm talking to this other lady. And I'm like, oh my God. So I placed an order for some pies, and it looks like it got canceled. Can you help me out? And she's like, yeah, sure. Let me take a look. And so I give her my last name, and she goes, okay. And I'm like, these were for delivery. She goes, oh, they're for delivery. Let me go back to my computer. Hang on. I'm like, this is not getting better.
It sounds a lot like you make $16 an hour.
This my blood pressure now is not me.
And I don't mean to. $16 an hour is a fair rate. Yeah, sorry, I do not. I'm not. You see what I'm saying?
I get it. So I'm like, hey, all right. So she gets back to the computer, and I give her the order number. She goes, oh yeah. So we had to break up the order into 2 separate orders. So I had to cancel the original shipping label. Here's your new label. Yeah, and I'm like, oh fuck. And then I, proceed to explain to her the story of me absolutely panicking because I thought the order was canceled. And I'm like, fuck, now I have a 3-hour drive, round trip ahead of me because I have to go pick these fucking pies up because we can't not have pies. And it's
have pies. Fuck.
It's tomorrow. But everything worked out. But you ever have that moment of like that moment in your life where it's utter pure panic of, fuck, what am I gonna do? It was that.
Yeah, dude. Once a week.
My
life falls into shambles once a week.
That's aggressive.
Actually, no, it's not that much. I'm actually all right.
Yeah, you should jerk off more. I feel like that makes everything better.
No can do, sir. Getting blisters at this point. So Meta, stop,
Dude,
stop.
yeah, Zuck.
What is this?
You didn't
This
see
is
Zuck in his
terrifying. We need an apocalypse. We need an
we need
apocalypse.
fucking aliens.
Oh, we need aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So
this whole Zuckerberg, dude, they're doing too much. Can we just fucking take it slow? He said that he wants to have everybody just their physical bodies sit down on the couch and never fucking move again. You make money, you work virtually.
yeah, are you out of your fucking mind?
What
That's my question.
Do you remember when we started this podcast? I told you my biggest fear is this technology shit.
I'm fucking right there with you, bro. I'm telling you right
Yes.
now that the fact that this is that he's like, oh, you can teleport from this place to this place. It's like, the fuck would I want to do that for?
Oh God, look at him, dude. He is not a fucking human being.
Well, probably. Oh no, he's
he is
definitely
the
an alien.
ugliest fucking thing I've.
Dude, he's got his like bookshelf. This is his bookshelf, and he's got fucking Sweet Baby Ray's holding up. I swear to fucking God, dude.
This is on a bookshelf.
This is on a bookshelf. He's got Sweet Baby Ray's, and yeah, great internet. That's awesome. Thanks, Trace. Can you fucking be better with that? I don't know what's going on here, but anyway, he's got his bookshelf. I'm sure there's a better picture that we can find, probably, hopefully somewhere. Yeah, right here. Here you go. He's talking, and on his bookshelf is Sweet Baby Ray's. This is a great picture.
And you're telling me he's a real human being? He just doesn't compute that. He's like, look at his house. Look behind him. None of that shit.
By the way, the shelving I like. I think that's kind of cool. I'm like, I could do I could see that in my house is like having some cool, just kind of funky shelving. Which
how many of those books you think he read?
Dude, they're not even books.
They're not even books.
That's
they're not
not
even
a
real
book.
fucking books.
They're not books. That's fake books that you get like at World Market that look old. Like this shit, all of this shit, like that's from World Market. That's probably from IKEA. That little light fucking sconce. That artwork. He had some poor underprivileged child draw up for him that lives in like South America, and he's like, I'm going to display it so I look like I'm very worldly and I'm trying to help the
Can you look at him right now? Can you say that any part of him looks like a real person?
Nothing.
Look at that. Hold on. Look at that picture that you just pointed out.
Yeah,
look at that.
What the fuck is this?
That still has the barcode. That is a stock photograph.
What is that up there?
That's a stock photo.
What is that?
And whose dog is that? That's not that. Nobody owns that dog.
No, that's not even a real dog. That's a computer generated dog.
Dude, what the look at him. There's no part of that that is like a legit human being. And the Sweet Baby Ray's on the fucking bookshelf. What?
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Everything's from World Market, like I said, except for that photograph. That photograph, they're like, yeah, this is like he got a message from somewhere else, not someone else, somewhere else. Like, you have to put this in this place. And he's like, okay.
No, he went like this. And somebody else came and did shit like that. Here's what we need. Mark Zuckerberg, if you're listening. Mark Zuckerberg, you're listening. You need to cut yourself.
Hang on, he's always listening.
Yeah, he is always listening. You need to cut yourself.
What?
He needs to cut himself.
What do you mean?
I should explain.
Yeah, no, you should, because that's way too. Can we tighten that up? Can we take that statement and can we make it a little bit? Just can we compress it maybe a little bit and make it a little? Yeah, let's do that.
I want you to cut yourself with a knife.
Okay. Oh, we understand. Not a paper cut?
Right. No. I want blood. I want you to go on, not even on camera. I want an assembly. Okay. Pick whatever venue you want.
Okay.
White poster board on a table. and you got to cut yourself, and we need to see you bleed.
It's gonna
We
be
need.
plain.
It's not gonna be blood, dude. A wire may spark out of his wrist. You know, he's gonna short circuit somehow. We need to see proof that he's a real fucking person, because he has never been real. You know when he was the realest human being he's ever been? When
No.
Jesse Eisenberg played him in the movie The Social Network.
Okay. Yeah, I could
And
agree
even
with
that
that.
guy's questionable. Jesse Eisenberg is questionable, but he's landslide more human than fucking old Zucky Bucky over there. That
Can,
guy is not a real person. And how were we just letting this happen?
can we just take a moment to really challenge some of the anatomy here, right? So if you look at
Yeah.
this, his hands appear to be not
Like
quite the right size. He has really small forearms. It looks like he has really short arms. I mean,
his
if you look
fingers
at
don't look like legit
right,
flesh. Like look at my if you guys are looking,
but
you
look at
see
his
my knuckles, you see how they're slightly discolored, they have wrinkles. What's his hands? They're like rubber. Look at us.
yeah,
You see,
and look
you
at his
got some
forehead.
veiny, girthy hands. Look at his fucking hands.
Yeah,
They
okay, yeah.
look
Look at
like the
look. I
dolls that
mean,
you
I
buy
got
from the sex shop. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Those rubber guys,
yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
girls. Wow.
And then
I
if you
meant
look at his
females.
forehead, look at his forehead. Look how smooth that is. I feel
Smooth.
like if we had a projector, we could put an image up on his forehead and it would be high definition. It would be 4K.
He'll just he'll project it from the inside of his forehead, and you'll see the image
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
We
Yeah. Yeah.
So Logan, can you please say we want him to cut himself?
I don't condone violence.
It's not
And that
violence if it's self-inflicted.
can we I feel like we need to find maybe a different way to prove that he's I got it.
Show us your dick.
Close. I was gonna suggest that somebody actually go up and kick him in the nuts. Is that a good?
See, now you're involving other
Yeah, but
people.
and you can fake that, right? I'm sure there's some intern at Facebook that would want to do that. But you can fake it, you can act an injury. I mean, we're
Yeah.
actors, we can
Yeah.
act
Yeah.
injured. I just did
What
an
if we
audition for a fucking heart attack. I think I can act an injury. Okay.
what if we had him open up and show us his spinal cord? That
Mm,
I think is essential of everything.
yeah, yeah,
Show us your
maybe.
frontal lobe.
I feel I feel like those all result in like it's a really tough recovery once you do that.
Dude, he's
Can we
doing too much. It's terrifying.
let's do this.
Okay.
Here's an idea. Let's figure out ooh medically induced coma,
Okay.
right? Brought back by an AED machine where you shock the shit out of him.
Ooh, he'll short circuit if not.
See, that's it.
Mm,
That's it. So
mm.
it's a we have to figure out how to give him ooh, because AEDs only work if the heart stops beating. So oh, I know. Let's have Mike Tyson punch him.
Yeah, I would pay for that. I would pay for that.
I think that's a good one.
It'll be on the next Jake Paul pay-per-view.
Sure.
So that's exciting. God damn.
Oh,
I want to see internals. I'm still internals. Show us your butthole.
what
Because show
that's not bad. That's not a bad
yeah.
idea. It's not
I
a bad
don't
idea.
I've done a
Or
lot of
maybe
gay
like a CAT scan.
stuff
Maybe
so
we
far.
just run him through a machine
Nope.
that
He's
would
got
that would
screens.
show.
He's got screens that projecting. I don't buy it.
Okay,
I
so he
want to
can
see.
trick it. He can trick
He
that.
could trick it.
Okay.
He could trick it.
All right.
He's a tricker. I want to see internals.
Tricky.
I want donate a kidney. Oh, here we go. Donate a kidney.
You don't need to.
You don't
Fucking
need to,
A.
you
Donate
fucking
a kidney.
selfish
All
piece
right,
of
Mark.
shit.
Here's the deal, bro. everybody here in the world is not convinced that you're real. To prove that you're real, we need you to donate a kidney.
Yes. And should we pick the donee? Should we pick the donee? Or
is it donate? Is it more of like
no,
a
that's
French?
that's French.
Okay.
No, donee is English. It's just common English. Donee.
Donaire?
Nope.
No.
Donaire?
No.
It could be donaire.
I don't know.
Donee. I want it to be somebody that we also don't care about too much, because hey, if it's not real, you don't want Sarah McLachlan like talking to you on a commercial and say we should donate to that girl, right?
Yeah. So we need like the 7th person on the list, or maybe the person that got on the list because their family friend is a doctor. How do we pick?
Yeah, how do we pick?
I don't know. You know what? Here's what we do. Let's leave it to our listeners to pick who of all of the people in the world that need a new kidney should be the recipient of Zuck's kidney.
If there is one, because you can't,
you never know.
You
never know. And I feel like they can email us.
They sure can. And that they could do that right off of the old Google Mail, commonly referred to as Gmail, and that is hmnspodcast@gmail.com.
That's right. Oh, yeah. They might be able to drop us a DM, right? That's like a direct message.
They could do that on Instagram or Twitter, and that is HMNS Podcast.
Yep. If you haven't seen the video that was created that we got flagged for a copyright violation because I used my voice,
they could look us up on TikTok, and that is HMNS Podcast.
Do we have anything else? I think does that cover?
I think that covers everything.
Is that we don't have a
YouTube?
Facebook.
They could look at our faces.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about YouTube.
They could look at our faces, and that is, hey man, nice shirt. And one last thing before we wrap this up. Lance Armstrong. That's who I want to receive the kidney. Whether you need it or not, you're down a ball. Let's give you a 3rd kidney. And he cheated a whole bunch. So
that doesn't. There's no justification there. It's not because you're missing a ball you need another kidney. They don't.
This has been Hey Man, Nice Shirt, guys. Logan, so happy you're married. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Logan, I'm glad to be back. And we will see you next fucking Sunday. Peace out, everybody.